You're listening to I Love This TV Show, The Golden Girls.
Hi, and welcome to the I Love This TV Show podcast. I'm your host, Noelle from pastasworld.com. Each season of this podcast will contain a TV show in full. This means the length of the season depends on the length of the TV show. The first season is, of course, The Golden Girls. The Golden Girls, Season 2, Episode 8, Vacation. The girls are getting ready to go on vacation. Sophia is not going with them. Dorothy gives her a list of do's and don'ts before she leaves. Rose comes out and asks Dorothy a bunch of questions. Dorothy gets really mad and yells at her. Rose is worried about travel. Dorothy tries to calm her, but yelling doesn't help. Blanche comes out with enough luggage for at least a month. The cab arrives. The girls ask Sophia again if she wants to come. They say goodbye to Sophia. As soon as they leave, Sophia beelines for the gardener. She tries talking to him and realizing he doesn't speak much English. He tells her he understands a little. They sit on the couch and smile at each other. Meanwhile, the girls arrive to their hotel. They are shocked. It looks nothing like the picture in the brochure. Blanche. Girls, this room looks nothing like the picture in the brochure. Man. Oh, this room isn't good enough for you. Dorothy. Well, not for $100 a night. Man. Americans, you measure everything by the almighty dollar. Rose. Well, we're trying to learn the metric system. It's not that easy. Dorothy realizes the air conditioning isn't working, so Rose opens a window. All they see is a brick wall. Dorothy checks the phone to call the manager, and it doesn't work either. So she asks the man to bring the manager up. The girls get cranky. Rose tells a worst-case scenario. Dorothy says it sounds like Christmas with her ex-husband, Stan. Blanche is just upset because she's worried she won't be able to get a date. The manager finally arrives. Dorothy asks about the ocean view, and he has Rose stick her head out the window and look to the far, far left. And then you see a little bit of the ocean. They threaten to move to another hotel, but the manager says they won't get a refund. Turns out Rose prepaid everything, so they're stuck there. The manager rudely leaves. Dorothy. I think I'm starting to root for the revolution. Blanche decides they should try out the vibrating bed. Maybe it'll cheer them up. They all get on it and she puts in the coins. A loud sound goes off. And a few moments later, the door opens and the same guy that brought up their luggage is now pounding with his foot on the corner of the bed to shake the bed, and he's singing a song too. The girls do not look impressed. Sophia is having a date with Mr. Toshiro. She loved his riding lawnmower. He teaches her how to use chopsticks. When she finds out the sushi is raw fish, she throws her chopsticks. He goes and gets them, and she hides her sushi in her purse. Back at the hotel, Dorothy finds Blanche in the bathroom. She's shocked with everything she's put in the medicine cabinet. Dorothy. Blanche, what is all that stuff? Blanche. Just my natural beauty supplements. This is my apricot facial scrub, my honey skin toner, and my coconut moisturizer. Dorothy. If I put cracked ice and an umbrella on your head, you'd be a my eye. Blanche complains about the mosquitoes in the room. Rose tells them the schedule she's planned for the next day. As she finishes, Dorothy slaps her, but it's a mosquito. Rose gets up to go to the bathroom to wash it off, but she can't get in. The door is locked. She shakes the handle. There's a man in there. Dorothy. There's somebody in the bathroom. Rose. Well, he said he wouldn't be long. The three are shocked. Dorothy races to the door and bangs loudly. The guy responds rudely. Blanche takes over. She gets to the door open rather quickly, based on the flirtatious things she says. Dorothy leads the charge into the bathroom. They find three men. Blanche is not happy about sharing a bathroom with them, even if it is her vacation. The men are extremely rude and disrespectful. Blanche gives them a tongue lashing. Later, the girls are downstairs. The three guys come down the stairs. They offer to buy the ladies a drink and apologize. Man, so, how you ladies been enjoying your vacation? Dorothy. As a child, during the Depression, I had to have my wisdom teeth extracted by a shoemaker. That was more fun than this. One of the guys tells them he has a sailboat for the evening and invites them on an evening cruise. They agree and will meet up later. Sophia and Toshiro are having another date. This time, Sophia cooked an Italian feast. She tells a story about an old olive tree. She asks him for an olive. He looks confused, so she takes his hand instead. She tries to teach him some English, the first word being kiss. The phone rings and she angrily answers it. It hangs up on Dorothy and goes back to Toshiro. The two share a kiss. Back on vacation, the girls are thrilled to be back on land. Blanche starts yelling at one of the guys. She's having a meltdown. The guys sailed them out into the middle of a storm. She starts cursing them. Man, you ladies should be grateful. It was our superior sailing skill that saved your lives. Dorothy, hanging onto the mast and screaming, "Please, God, take the old ladies, but don't hurt us." That does not qualify as skill. The guys start getting nasty to the ladies again. But Rose, out of nowhere, takes charge. She tells them she's the most decorated pioneer scout in Minnesota and then lists some of her accomplishments. She then divides up the tasks. It's now 4 hours later, and the guys have not returned. Rose sent them in search of water at a rock formation in the distance. They are getting thirsty and cranky. Blanche asks Rose to make some water. But Rose doesn't have the materials to do that, and she then decides she doesn't want to be the leader anymore and makes Dorothy. Rose is upset they are all going to die. Rose starts confessing things. Then Blanche starts confessing things. She slept with Rose's cousin Nolan when he visited and says he was bad in bed. Dorothy backs up Blanche's story by saying she slept with him too, and the fault did indeed lay with Nolan. Blanche asked Dorothy why she told Anita she had her tubes tied. All kinds of secrets start coming out now. Turns into a big fight though. Then they make up and start hugging. Rose starts to sing. Suddenly, the guys join in on the song. They hand the ladies a Mai Tai each. Rose led them to the Hyatt Regency. The rock foundation was indeed water. It was a waterfall that went into the pool at that hotel. The girls decide to keep everything they shared between themselves. The guys tell the girls they've reserved rooms for them as well at this new hotel that's not garbage. And the group heads off to the hotel. And I'll be right back after a quick break. Favorite quotes. Dorothy. Rose, we are going to an island in the Caribbean. Our biggest worry is getting strap marks. Sophia. This is very embarrassing. You don't understand the word I'm saying. Mr. Matsumo. Understand little. Man. Americans, you measure everything by the almighty dollar. Rose. Well, we're trying to learn the metric system. It's not that easy. Dorothy. You call that an ocean view? You have to be a contortionist to see it. Blanche. I'm not sharing a bathroom with three strange men. I don't care if it is my vacation. Blanche. Dorothy, should we be listening to Rose? Dorothy. Quiet. I don't think we're allowed to talk while we work. This was quite an episode. I'm still laughing at Sophia. She could have gone on a vacation that went horribly awry, but instead she chose to stay behind so she could hit on the gardener and hopefully turn him into her new boyfriend. Still not sure if by the end of the episode that happens, but at least they did share a kiss. Although I still don't think Sophia learned how to use chopsticks. The girls' vacation. I still don't know what island they actually went to, 'cause it's never actually said. I could make a couple of guesses, but I probably would be wrong. Oh my goodness, I don't know who's worse, the first guy that brought them up to the room with their luggage, or the actual hotel manager. Both were complete jerks, not nice people. I mean, hotel is a service industry, so don't you want to make your customers happy so they say come back? Or at least give her, or give them rather, a nice tip? Tips are good, are they not? But yeah, the whole bait and switch thing too, with like the room in the picture versus the room they actually got. Yeah, that kind of thing's not cool. And I know how that would be handled here, but there, I guess no one does anything about it. And since a travel agent, Roses that is, said, oh, it's easier if you prepay everything, you have to wonder if he was in on it and knew it was a piece of crap hotel, and if he was going to get maybe a little kickback or something for getting them to prepay. Oh man, I don't know, but that was just kind of unique. All of Blanche's makeup in the bathroom. I mean, it's crazy enough that the amount of luggage she was trying to take with her seemed to be enough for like 10 people, or maybe like someone to go someplace for like an entire year or two. I'm betting at least one of those bags was all makeup based on all of that makeup that was in the bathroom medicine cabinet. Ooh, man, sorry. And so, yeah, it's just like a funny. It's like, I wonder if she has some kind of makeup for every type of fruit. That'd be interesting. But this is the only time where we really get any details, I think, about what her beauty regimen actually is. I know at another point we find out how long it takes, but it could be a changed regimen, and now she's dealing with more wrinkles, etc. Never know. Gosh, she does not like wrinkles. She does not like the fact that she's getting older. She doesn't look at age as a badge of honor. Wow, those three guys. A great example of jerks, self-centeredness, among other things. Their perception of other people is very, very narrow, clearly. I appreciated the fact, that they apologized to the girls for acting like a jerk over the bathroom. I mean, they could have just suggested making a bathroom schedule type thing. Or if everybody knocks and everybody's doing good, then continue in that direction. But no, they kind of make up after all the insults flying in the bathroom. But it's funny because normally Dorothy is the one who leads the charge on everything. She's like the aggressive in your face character. Even in like the episode of the break-in where she's saying she's got the big gun and she gets the caliber wrong, but still, she's taking charge there. In this case, in the bathroom situation, Blanche is the one that takes charge. I love that line. I don't care if it is my vacation. I still don't want something. I still don't want to share my bathroom with three strange men. I know that one just cracks me up because Blanche is usually up for just about anything when it comes to men. Clearly the one of these guys has a lot more money and maybe he's treating the other two who are his friends. We'll see. But later they all meet up in the hotel, in the bar? I guess you'd call that a bar. I'm really not sure. It looks kind of tiny and squishy and squelchy and inadequate. And like it needs some new paint, or at least a good cleaning. But the gentlemen, loosely called gentlemen, the males. The three come down. They try to apologize. Dorothy accepts their apology. But at the end, when they're heading off to get ready, and Dorothy says she's going to call her mom, he's like, wait a second, your mom's still alive? Oh, kind of thought Dorothy was going to like throw a drink in his face at that point, but she didn't. It would have been fun. Ooh, the sailboat wreck. So many words, so little time. Wow, and in this situation, Blanche is the one that got really mad first. Started yelling at the guys. And they tried to back her down, but she was not giving in. Ooh, sorry about that. And she just let them have it. I lost track of how many curses she threw at them, too. Oh, but it is kind of fun to see Blanche lose her temper because she is very fiery when she loses it. And lots of colorful language comes forth as she's losing her temper as well. Where Rose just gets kind of like stumbling, like, you mean person. And Dorothy has some smart aleck comment like, you tell him, Rose. But Blanche, yeah, she gets wordy. It's kind of like listening to maybe like Mark Twain when he loses his temper. I don't know, but he's a dude, she's a chick. But still, I mean, kind of like same region a little bit. But just funny as heck. Because when she gets going, she really gets going. It's like Dorothy, when she loses her temper, she doesn't mince words. Rose can barely even speak, but Blanche, she's just got these colorful descriptions and curses. It's actually kind of enjoyable when she gets mad. I wish that her character got mad in the show more often and flew off the handle and all these pretty words came flying out. But we only get it a handful of times. Dorothy's the one who winds up losing her temper the most. Blanche is usually the one trying to play peacemaker, which is funny because she's also usually the one who causes the fight. But for this case, that's neither here nor there. The men deserved every curse and swear word and every insult she flung at them, and then some. The one praying, oh my God, let him take the ladies and not us, that's just mean. Selfish and mean. Demonstrates that they do not value other people's lives or consider other people to be equal to them. Not exactly super fabulous. However, Blanche is so shocked when Rose jumps up and takes charge and asserts herself because she so rarely does it. The expression of Blanche's face is priceless. And then she sends the guys off after that rock formation because it's known to be waterfalls. Well, it's a nice thing that most of these hotels make all of these rock formations so accurate to what you'd find in nature. Because if they had done something creative, Rose would never have recognized that from all of her Pioneer Scout days as being a water formation or fountain or waterfall. And she would have possibly sent them in a different direction, meaning that they might not have found the hotel. Although it was very nice of the guys to bring them Mai Tais and to have reserved rooms for them. I did get a kick of the whole confession session and how they all wound up fighting. So apparently we learn here that both Blanche and Dorothy slept with Rose's cousin Nolan. Rose had a nose job. Dorothy had, I think it said, her ears pinned back. Well, I know in another episode she mentioned she had her ears pinned back, but Blanche had thought it was Dorothy that had the nose job when it was really Rose. And Blanche had her tubes tied. Now that one I was not expecting to hear, but considering how much she enjoys the company of men, probably a wise decision on her part. It was quite the episode, and I'm guessing it wasn't exactly a good vacation. It was a bad vacation for sure. But it would have been nice to see what happened after they got to the hotel and then what they did on the island after that. You know, if they were able to make the most out of the rest of their time on vacation or on Nightmare. Take your pick.
Thanks for tuning in to the I Love This TV Show podcast. If you would like to make a donation in support of this podcast, you can through Cash App to Pasta26MC. That's pasta like the food, the number 2, the number 6, M as in monkey, C as in cat. If you would like to sponsor this podcast or advertise on it, please send an email to podcast@pastasworld.com. As always, you can go to pastasworld.com for more information. It's been great reliving this episode with you. Please check out the podcast website, anchor.fm/I Love This TV Show, no spaces. You'll be able to see the show notes and also support this podcast. To check out everything I'm up to and nerding about, head over to pastasworld.com. You'll also find additional content there. Thanks for listening and stay golden.